Greetings, Chris Courtney here from New Pragmatic. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day to join me for this short video about creating from the command line. I want to start by looking at the traditional way that we create directories on our computer. Now, a directory is just another word for folder, so if you're seeing me create a folder and you're saying, why is he saying directory? It's basically the same thing. The traditional way that you likely have created folders in the past, if you've never used command line before, would be basically to right click and say create new folder, and in this case we'll call this one test. Okay, and that's basically how you would create a folder. I mean, that's what we've always done. I've done that since I was a kid. It's the WYSIWYG way to do it. It's a graphical interface thing. You can actually do the same exact thing from the command line. The first thing I want to do is I want to come over and we're going to use some of the commands that we saw in the prior video about moving around the command line. Go back and watch that one if you haven't seen it. I'm going to pwd just to see where I'm at in my machine. And it tells me that I'm in my user folder. I'm going to type in ls, and as I can see, desktop is right there. If I change directory into desktop, right away you'll see the only thing in there is in fact test. So what I want to do now is I want to create another folder. In this case, I'm going to create a folder called menu, mkdir menu. And what you saw happen is a folder named menu is now appeared on the desktop. Now that we understand that we can create directories or folders from the command line, let's go ahead and get rid of that other folder, that test folder. To do that, all I have to do is rm-r and then test. And suddenly that folder is gone. But while your computer is a series of directories, just like the internet is just a series of directories, at some point you're going to have to interact with some real files. So to get that process started, let's go ahead and create a file that's going to be inside of our menu folder. To do that, I'm going to use a new command called touch. Now nothing appeared on the screen, but by utilizing the slash, I was able to say I want to put a file of hotdog inside of the folder menu. In the last video, we were using the slash to migrate from one folder to the next. So I've hit Command K to clear out the terminal, and I've changed directory, so now we're in the menu. What I want to do now is I want to actually see what is inside of that hotdog file. To do that, I'm going to hit cat hotdog.md. Cat is short for concatenation, and as you can see, nothing prints to the screen, and that's because we created an empty file. Because it's named hotdog, why don't we add a few ingredients? To do that, what we're going to do is we're going to use a new command called echo. And we'll use echo, and the first ingredient in any hot dog is a bun, and then we'll say double carrot, and then we'll name the file that we want bun to be associated with, which is, of course, hotdogmd. I'll hit enter, and now if I up arrow to get back to cat and hit enter, you'll see that bun is now inside of that hotdogmd file. You can add more than one attribute at a time using echo. You simply have to add a space between your quotes. So I will add sausage, mustard, pickle, celery. That is a proper Chicago hot dog. And I will add that obviously to the hotdog.md file. And now if I hit cat hotdog, I get bun, sausage, mustard, pickle, celery. Notice that it added those elements all in the same line. And that's because it's appending this information to the file. Now there's another way that we can use echo, and it's with truncation. So while we've been using 2 carrots at this point, we're now going to use a single carrot. And if we're going to ruin a hot dog, the easiest way to do that is with ketchup. So I'm going to add ketchup, single arrow, and now we'll add that to hotdogmd. I'll enter, and now I'll up arrow to run cat hotdog, and you'll see the only thing on that hot dog is ketchup. With a hot dog that weak, we might as well throw away the whole thing. So I'm going to cd out of this menu, and I'm just going to throw the whole menu in the trash. So I'm going to hit rm-r menu, and away it goes. I hope this short video on how to create files from the command line has been helpful. covered a lot here. Covered making directory, we covered removal of directory, we covered creating files with touch, we created putting content into files with echo, and the difference between appending information and truncating information using that same echo command. But with that, I'm Chris Courtney for New Pragmatic, and we'll talk again soon.